Hey everybody, Arlex here again. We are back once more with Planescape Torment Enhanced Edition. We were just starting the Mebbeth quest line, which starts you trying to become a mage. It makes me wonder, I wonder if you can mess this up. You can mess things up in this game.
Sure, why not?
I don't know if you can just literally mess it up to the point of, oh, I can't finish, but you can get pretty close. There was, when I first started, during one of my first playthroughs, not on YouTube, I mean, in other words, years ago, I was trying to make how to word this? A mage thief with high wisdom. Because I really do love the concept of mage thief, but also, wisdom does a lot with character interaction, and it didn't quite work out. What is that? What? Oh, she's making me drop stuff. It didn't quite work out too well, to say the least. I spread myself too thin. When I got closer to the end of the game, I had trouble with every single fight. Like, we're talking, I had to basically do a hit and run and hope I didn't die in between there. Luckily, that was what I had going for me. I wouldn't hit very often. Problem is, I did not do much damage at all. Like, it took them maybe 5 hits to kill me. It took me about 20-something to kill them. Yeah, that did not work too well at all. I will fully admit that. Well, we started this, and she wants me to go to the main market. You know, on the way there, I'll finish, I think it's Nod's side quest, talk to his supposed sister, etc. I went to the wrong area, and I need to get out of here before I kill myself. That was a very bad choice. Why did I do that? And we're just not gonna talk about that. We're gonna go over here. This is a nice, smart area to go through, you know, unless you're trying to attack the Abishai. Just so you know, Abishai, I'll have to double check. I know that if you kill too many people, the Lady of Pain that's been mentioned, yes, she can get into play here. She won't like it, and she'll try to trap you. But these guys, the Black Abishais, you can technically attack them for... and then, of course, some thugs. Attack them for some good experience. 7,000, which is a good level up early on. And you're... Well, you get the point. More levels you have, the better. But they have a lot of armor, a lot of HP, and they hit hard. I might try to kill one just in case. But anyway. Alright, first... I might try to kill one, not just in case, but rather just to see how capable I am at this level. Probably dropping another 4 or 5 levels. And, of course, they run. Alright, well, they attacked me first. Yeah, you're in a corner. Seriously? Alright, next. At least we're doing more damage.
Damn.
Ah!
See
Is
that?
it a misfit? Yeah.
I'm gone.
1 hit, crit 10. Apparently they don't have much more than 10 health. Give me a second, I'll attack the Abishai. Nice. Rather, I'll make him or her hostile. This black-scaled reptile towers to a height of 8 feet. Goodness gracious. Its great height, however, is offset by its thin, snake-like frame. That just makes it more terrifying. A long, prehensile tail drags behind it, and its leathery wings are hooked behind its back. A strong, vinegary smell emanates from the creature, as well as a certain amount of heat. It seems to be ignoring you. That would terrify many people, just being near it. Whoa, Chief. Mort cuts in before you can speak to the creature. Bar that. You don't want to be rattling your bone box with any fiend on the street. Leave be. I want to ask some questions. No, you don't. Mort glances at the creature, then turns back to you and lowers his voice to a whisper. They're touchy. Just let it go. I'll risk it. This black-scaled fiend towers to a height of 8 feet. I already did that. Sorry. Greetings. The creature turns slowly turns its head down to look at you. Its scaled forehead wrinkles into a frown that opens its mouth, giving a low, rasping hiss. You notice that the heat radiating from the creature begins to rise. I'd like to speak with you for a moment. The creature opens its mouth, displaying a row of black and they has black teeth. That's wonderful. Black and fang. Fire begins to dance around the shoulders and arms of the creature as it gives a long, low hiss. As I said, terrifying. Calm yourself. I just want to talk to you. The creature speaks in a rasping hiss. Its voice sounds like 2 rough stones being scraped together. It hisses for a moment, its gravelly voice rising and falling. A what? The creature snarls, "Nothing to say to you, do I?" The fiend's eyes narrow to slits. "If stay, your warm blood will cover the stones." Ew. Yeah. Okay, first off, here.
Right.
Second off, litany of curses. This is gonna end horribly.
The place is just
Whoa,
begging
he just took out a gigantic chunk of my health. 11 health, I think. Maybe 10. Mart, I think we're gonna die.
not working on this thing.
And, oh. I have forgotten
Working on this thing. Damn it.
oh wait, hold on.
This thing.
Give me a second. See, I'm hitting him. Because I'm using this. It's enchanted. I forgot these suckers can only be hit by +1 weapons. Yikes. We don't have anything special for him to use as of yet. Well, I hope we're gonna be okay. Probably not. Ow, ow, ow.
It's not working on this. Damn it. It's not working on this thing. It's not working on this thing. It's not working on this thing.
I'm hurt.
Encore.
Alright, very dead. Yes, when you respawn, you go back here.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Okay, well, I now know that I knew it was a horrible idea, but I thought I could get a schmidge lucky. What I thoroughly failed to realize...
Done.
Oh, thugs over there? Okay, good. What I thoroughly failed to remember, rather, was enchanted weaponry. No, let me talk to Mort.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Said you're a Mimir, right, Mort? Yeah, Mimir the floating. Okay, I already did that. I'm just trying to see if there's anything new. What else you can do except chatter? Hey, chattering's my best trait. He rattles his teeth for a moment and grins. Oh, that's good to hear. But seriously, Chief, I got a knack for chattering just the right way. I can really bend an ear, if you know what I'm saying. I got insults, back tops, stuff that'll curl your ears into your skull, you know? Oh, okay. That's explaining what I explained earlier. I should have talked to him. He would have done a better job explaining it. Anything else we can learn from... How did you die, Mort? No idea, Chief. I kind of forgot when I died. Can't say I blame myself much. At least there was something waiting for me after I died. Even if it is a life as a floating skull, I mean, it could have been worse. What happened to your body? I don't know, alright? Just gone. Mort glares at you. I don't think I miss it. Because I'm happy just the way I am. I don't need your half-wit judgments or snide remarks, alright? I see. I had other questions. How did you die? No. What do you think we should do next? Go on. Okay. Buried. Tell me a little about Sigil. Anything else? Oh, okay, never mind. Not much to say there. He's just going over the same explanation we've heard about portals. Also, I know this guy teaches proficiency points for weapons, which basically dictates how skilled I am in a weapon. With that said, I have one for fists and one for edged weapons. Unused slots 3. I might be able, maybe, yeah, hold on, let's see. Every inch of this man's skin is covered in a web of black lines, as if some artist chose to accentuate every crease in his flesh with a quill pen. The overall effect is that even when his face shows no expression, he appears to be frowning. That's awesome. This one has a name. This one is called Porphyrion. This one has a name. This one is called Porphyrion. Porphyrion. The man's voice is like a gong. As he speaks, the lines on his face bend and settle into a series of spherical patterns. This one would know. Why do you address this one? I want to ask you some questions about the city. This one will have you know this one cannot answer your questions. The lines on his face twist into angles and split into a mass of scribbles. This one has only recently stepped foot into this place of walls. Alright then, but I have to ask you this. Why did those lines upon your face move? The lines show anger. Do you take offense? The lines slowly straighten, forming in gentle curves. No offense was meant. Will you accept the many apologies of this one? No offense taken. Why are you angry? This one tells of event recent. Did you know this one was beset by 3? 3 demanded an item of this one. This one feared an attack. What does this one do? This one surrendered the item. Well, you were right to be afraid. If there were 3, then they may have killed you had you not given up the item. This one has been misunderstood. The lines on his face become angled, then smooth into curves again. This one did not fear being killed. This one feared killing the 3. Well, if you could kill them, why did you let them rob you? This one walks the path of the warrior. Many weapons have walked with this one. The fist, the blade, the stave, the hatchet, the smiter. What's the smiter? I'll figure that one out later. These tools are all known to this one. That's not much of an explanation again. If you're a warrior with that much training, why let them rob you? This one is forbidden to attack. The lines ripple across his face as he speaks. If this one had struck at the 3 in anger, the vow of non-violence would be unmade. Vow of non-violence? You're a warrior and a pacifist? This one is unfamiliar with your speech. What is this pacifist? Never mind. Why did you train so much if you're not permitted to attack another? This one is of the order of Eridage. We await the final days where all will be called to battle. The training and skills of this one, they are to be kept silent until then. In the meantime, you will let yourself be robbed in the street without defending yourself. This one will clarify. The item is of value. The discipline of the Eridage is of greater value. Since you won't find any chance you could talk these thieves into returning your item, this one addresses the 3 thieves. What happens? The requests of this one are met with scorn. The 3 will not return the item. I'll go see if they get the item back for you. Someone must ask, would you bring violence to the 3 that robbed this one? This goes into my alignment. Okay, so I just have to be honest. Would you bring violence to the one that robbed this one? Not if I can help it. This one fears a message absent of violence will not be understood. Lines on the man's face form to a series of ellipses. This one is not opposed to you trying. Alright then, what is this item you've lost? The item is this, a rope of black and red prayer beads worn around the neck. The worth of these beads is not measured in copper. The worth of these beads is measured in faith. Alright then, I'll see if I can find this necklace. Do you know where these 3 thugs might be? This one knows where the angry words were traded and item lost. By the bar that burns inside? Oh, smoldering corpse, okay. The 3 were outside that place, dressed in black and red. We're going there anyway. 3 robbers dressed in black and red outside the smoldering corpse bar. We'll go find them.
Updated my journal, all right.
Oh, we're going that direction anyway. See, proficiency points you gain up through leveling.
All right.
And as far as I know, you can't use them on mage stuff, but you can use them for thief and fighter skills. Now, with that said, if I'm mainly being a mage, you're probably wondering why would I do that. Well, in one sense, yes, you're right. I'm gonna be keeping melee fighting to a minimum, but there are going to be times where I am going to have to fight in melee. It can be unavoidable, not to mention there are buffs the mage gets that, when combined with decent dexterity, actually stack very well and don't override each other. Which we'll get into later on, because honestly, I put myself at 17 intelligence because you get bonuses as you level up in certain milestones in your class. Like, for example, for mage, first time I choose mage, First time I get the first class I reach in level 7, in this case mage, I will be getting +1 intelligence. I think that's it. Now, if I choose a double specialization, meaning the same class twice, I think it's level 14. Might be level 20, but I'm pretty sure it's level 14. That's when I get +2 intelligence. I think it's +1 wisdom and plus something lore. But you get the point. I don't need to increase this any further at all. So that's why I can focus on dex, charisma, etc. a little bit more, wisdom, all that jazz. I already get some wisdom. And there are also, once again, some interactions. If you play your cards right, you will get stat bonuses too, and items, same way. So, if I am going to sometimes be in melee, I'm already going to be not very potent, even if I have some defensive buffs. Get a good dagger, which, fast, good enough. And then add on a proficiency of +3, well, I'm going to be hitting much more often. They may be tiny hits, but if they can't hit me, and I'm actually proficient, well, there you go. Alright, sorry. Got distracted. Onward! I just realized! Oh, wait, hold on. No, wait, hold on. I can go this way. we go. I think they're both generally in the same area. I don't think that's her. Nope. Give me a minute.
Why not then? Just show it to me.
Alright, there's Barking Wilder. I'll have to try to... Oh, I bet that's her. Things. Some questions. Okay, no, they didn't hurt her. Oh boy. Of course. Oh boy, the problem is that is the Smoldering Corpse bar, isn't it? Yeah. Oh no. No, it's not them. Okay. Oh wow, they're just coming full force, aren't they? Okay. Well, I got a level, so we're good. Whoa! Ah, you're literally in the corner. There we go. Plot charm. Plot charms are nice.
What's up?
Okay,
Sure, why not?
awesome. One more level, we'll be able to take them, no problem. Okay. All right, now back to what I was trying to do. Black and red.
Come see the Burning Man.
Now.
He's on the spit. You'll love it. You, sir, come on in.
Found him. Small, wiry thug is swathed in rags, dyed red and black, glances you as you approach, does not speak. Okay, must be the leader, big old guy. This heavyset thug is swathed in rags, dyed red and black. He looks like he is made almost purely of muscle. He glowers at you as you approach. Greetings. How can I help you then, Governor? Governor? This man's face breaks into a sneer. He looks to me you need a healer. Let's try this. You one of the ones who robbed a monk in the hive, took his prayer wreath necklace? Some sod with lines scrawled all over his face. Blamed he could have put us all in the dead book. He'd let us bob and blind. The man gives a slow toothless smile. Never heard of such a sod, I haven't. Okay, buy it from him. 15 copper. I could have sworn it was like 500? The man frowns. No, I'm attached to it, I am. Can't let it go, except for a hefty bit of coin. Say 15 copper. Let's see, can I bargain? Well, alright. It's an ugly thing anyways. Here you go.
I
Thanks.
couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop
Have time!
Yeah? Good as done.
Oh, wow. Dropping the
I'm
quest
gone.
item. Okay, then let me find Amaris, then we'll go to the Gathering Dust Bar to deposit some stuff. And then after that, we will go right back to Aradage, and hopefully I can... Yeah, it's like a snake had bit me. Yeah. Learn a few things. You see a young woman dressed in tight leather. Same thing as normal. She stares at you silently for a time, then speaks. I was called that once long ago. Who are ye? I was sent to find you by Nod, your brother. He's worried about you, and I hoped I could tell him how you were. Nod? He's alive? Where? Why didn't he come to seek me out himself? I think he's ashamed. He's a collector now, living in poverty in Ragpicker Square. He doesn't seem quite right in the head,
Updated my journal.
He was a bit touched. He was a child when his name was Thotis. Oh, I've missed him so. Ashamed, though? My own work's no more proud. Well, at least I'm doing well for myself, for a hiver at any rate, eh? I must visit him soon. She looks at you closely. For the first time since you've spoken, are you a friend of Nod's, or... Not really, I'm being paid for the trouble. Well, I thank you all the same. Please go to Nod for me and tell him how I worry about him, so I will farewell.
Come on inside. Come see
Okay.
the Burning Man.
Now Gathering Dust Bar.
He's on the spit.
And then back to Erdage, then back to Nod.
You, sir, come on in.
And then back to the market.
Done.
That's all the small side quests I'm gonna do. I actually am abiding by what I was saying about the mostly not doing all the side quests before we become a mage, just in case so I don't level up too much. Yeah, I should be fine. And otherwise, as I said, I need that level 7 bonus. If I become level 7 while I'm a fighter, that's gonna cause some problems. What was it doing? No. I had a massive brain hiccup, I'm sorry. Here we go.
I'm gone.
Okay. And my storage container. Stay still there. All of it. For now. Can't use them yet. I so itchy. Okay. Now more.
Huh? Sure, why not?
Love these noises. Oh, again. Okay. Nope, want that. Good enough.
I'm gone.
Alright, see you there, doggy.
Done. Done.
Okay, we're here. Saving, and boom. This is you as you speak. The angles in Porphyron. There we go. Its face relaxing into a series of strange curves. This one would ask, do you have the neck rope of beads that was stolen? I think so.
Updated my journal.
This one sees what you hold. Those are the beads once missing. He takes them from you. You notice his hands have the same tracery of lines upon them as his face. This one has a question. How'd you get the beads from the 3? I purchased them. This one would know. One who fights with coin carries a name in the order of Erdage. Porphyron. I have a hard time saying that. Its face breaks and angles again. Those ones are called merchants. It is a path without discipline and without honor. If you were a true warrior, you would learn to use every weapon at your disposal. This one disposed apologies. This one meant no offense. The angles on Porphyron's face sharpen acutely, and slowly curve into ripples. This one bestows several welcome thanks for your services. Yes? You're welcome. I think I have a question for you, though. If you cannot enter combat, how'd you get to your warrior training? This one clarifies. The Erdage may train with one when there is no anger between them. I see. Could you teach me how to use those weapons? This one could instruct you, yes, but this one warns you with knowledge of violence comes temptation to use it. That is true. Sure hope so. This one speaks. Is it your will to leave behind your previous profession? The path of the warrior cannot be walked with an unfocused mind. I have no profession other than fighting at this moment. I would walk the path of the warrior. This one will instruct. The lines on this face will fold into triangles. These things comprise the angles of your training, focus, experience, proficiency. I don't understand. Can you explain?
Updated my journal.
This one will speak of focus first. For teaching to take root, you must have focus. You must be committed to the path of the warrior. The path is your profession, no other. Understood. I can only be the fighter class if I want to learn about weapons. Notice it didn't say you wouldn't keep what you learn. If you moved on, you would moved on to another class. What is the next angle of training?
Updated my journal.
This one will speak of experience. Second, true knowledge of combat comes only with experience. There is a limit to how much weapon instruction one may absorb. When you reach a new level in art of warrior, it may be you are ready for new instruction. Understood. There's a limit to how much I can learn at first, but this limit may increase when I reach a new level. What is the next angle of training? This one will speak of proficiency. Third, there's only so much one may learn about any weapon. This one would add, there's only so much that this one can teach. Knowledge of the weapon comes at 3 levels. The ignorant, the proficient, and the specialized. There are levels between each of these in which the student has surpassed previous learning, but has not yet truly reached the plateau of the next skill. What are these levels? This level of ignorance is this. When one does not know the weapon they use, the attack is clumsy, the damage much less than its potential. That sounds like me when I woke on the mortuary slab. What is the level of the proficient? Well, the level of the proficient is this. When one has learned a weapon, he is said to be proficient in its use. His attacks are no longer no longer clumsy, they come swiftly and surely in the level of specialist.
Updated my journal.
Level of the specialist is this. When one goes beyond proficiency, it becomes specialized. In use of the weapon is no longer a tool, but extension of will. Alright, can you teach me? Alright. Daggers. One who would use the dagger, it strikes swiftly. The damage it does is the slash of a claw or the piercing like a needle. The damage is determined by the type of dagger. Do you wish to use a portion of your talent to attain the level of proficient in this weapon? Yes, I wish to learn this
Updated
weapon.
my journal.
Okay, cool. Yay! Can I keep going? Okay.
Updated my journal.
Yeah. This one can teach you no more. Do you know you have already achieved the level of the proficient in the use of such a weapon? This one can only instruct you in a final lesson. Find a master to learn more. If indeed it is possible for you to learn more. Remain devoted to the path of the warrior, and it shall not be long before you reach the limits of knowledge. Okay, now, did that actually get me to level 3? Or is it just stuck at level 2? Stuck at level 2. Better than nothing. Alright, now back to the Rat Picker Square and Nod. That's going to help me a lot in these early levels.
Done.
Okay. Go to your sister's... Amaris, proofs to Nod. He told me you were once called Thotis. You did? Not so happy he is. He reaches beneath his robes and pulls out a greasy wad of rags. He unwraps them and hands their contents 11 coppers common to you. All Nod has, that is, how Nod's sister. Tell him of Amaris. Tell Nod, please. His excitement sets off a long series of hacking coughs. When he finally speaks again, he asks, is Nod's sister so pretty, so pretty? Okay. Now, let me see here. I'm lawful neutral, not lawful good. I don't have to be nice. I have to be loyal and do what I say. And also not ask for more. So, can't lie. Yes, she is. She is a prostitute now in the hive. She is doing well and is worried for you. Not so pleased to know his sister is all right. He looks as if he is going to cry for a moment, that swallows hard. Anything more, she said for Nod to hear. Only that she said she would visit you as soon as she found the time.
Updated my journal.
Beneath the dirt brown hood, Nod's eyes gleam with joy. Such wonderful news it is. Good, wonderful news, aye. Nod thanks ye and thanks ye again and thanks ye 1,000 times more, aye. I could help. Farewell, Nod. I'm still true neutral. Alright. This is where we go to the market. That took longer than I thought, I'll be honest. Well, unfortunately, due to that little side trip, though quite frankly, it was quite useful with the weapon proficiencies. That is definitely going to help. That is all the time I have. I still plan to make another video on Planescape today, and I hope to get in one of the horror games I mentioned.
I'm gone.
We'll see, though. I'm still trying to... I know with horror games that, quite frankly, my reaction is important. Rather, I'd like it to be important. So I need to get that set up and fix this old thing right here. With that said, thank you for watching. My name's Arlex. As always, please continue to watch, like, comment, and subscribe. Give me some criticism. But anyway, hope you're enjoying yourself. Y'all have a good rest of the day. Bye.